everyone, welcome back to the Pandemic Pantry. We are on, I believe, is this episode 5, Jim?
Yep, video number 5.
Okay, the days and the weeks are starting to run together. It's getting a little scary. I had planned on doing a chicken dish this week, but my best friend said, make bread. So Patty Handysides, this episode is dedicated to you. This is a very simple bread. You don't have to wait overnight to prepare this bread. You can make it and eat it in the same day. I'm making it with whole wheat flour, but you can make it with white flour, you can make it with bread flour, it doesn't matter. It's super easy to do. So the first thing you need is 3 cups of flour, whichever flour you choose. To the 3 cups of flour, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of yeast and 1 teaspoon of salt.
What kind of yeast is that?
It's just regular old yeast.
Can you use like active dry yeast, or does it matter what kind of yeast you use?
It doesn't matter what kind of yeast you use. This recipe is not picky at all. So I've just kind of whisked all that together, and to that I'm going to add 1.5 cups of very hot water. Not boiling water, just really hot water. If you make this with cold water, you will have to let this dough rise overnight. But if you do it with the hot water, that's going to eliminate that step. So we're just going to mix it all together. Super simple. It's kind of like a sticky dough. Now, because I'm using whole wheat flour, I'm just going to add a tiny bit more water. Because it's just a little bit dry there.
What was that, a couple of tablespoons?
Yeah. And there we have it, all mixed together.
So like it's kind of a raggedy dough?
Yeah, it's kind of like raggedy, mushy dough. Then what we're going to do is just cover this with some plastic wrap. There you have it, that's it. This is just going to sit with the wrap on it on the counter for 3 hours. It can go longer, it doesn't matter, but 3 hours is what you want.
Just at least 3 hours?
Yeah, just at least 3 hours minimum. Leave it on the counter and it'll do its thing. I did one earlier to show you. So we have 2 loaves of bread. And here you can see you see that?
Yep.
How it's doubled in size, I guess, or tripled in size. That's what you want. And now, all we're going to do is take it out of the bowl. I'm gonna put a little bit of flour here. Just a little bit. It's so simple, you guys. Pull it out of the bowl. It's kind of sticky. There we go, look at that. And I'm just a couple of times going to move it around to make it into a bit of a ball. It doesn't have to be fancy, it doesn't have to be perfectly round. Look, that simple. Over here, I have another bowl that I've lined with some parchment paper. This ball of dough is gonna go right in here, like so. Cover it with a towel, and it's going to rest for another 30 minutes while I preheat the oven to 450. And this is going to get cooked in a Dutch oven. So here's my Dutch oven. You can use a larger size. It really doesn't matter the size. The bread is going to come out the same. So this is a Dutch oven. It has to have an oven-safe handle. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the oven and preheat the oven to 450 with the Dutch oven in it.
So the Dutch oven's going to get hot too, then?
Yes, it is. Piping hot. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back to make the bread. Okay, so this loaf has been in the oven with the lid on for 30 minutes. The lid just kind of creates steam in there to give it, I don't know the science behind it, but it makes it like a French bread loaf. So now we're going to take the lid off and hope for the best. Oh. pretty. Can you see that? Look, look. So gorgeous. Okay, so now all we have to do is we're going to lift it out of here. We're going to take the parchment paper off.
It already looks really good.
Right? But it's going back in the oven. It's going to go back in the oven without the lid on for another 10 up to 30 minutes. It depends on how crispy, crunchy you want your crust. My oven is an amazing, it works really well. So I'm only going to put it back in for another 10 minutes like this, and we'll see the finished product. So here we are, the finished product. Look at how beautiful. Oh. Okay, gonna cut it. Oh my. Wow.
Look at the steam coming out.
Hello. Look at that. Fresh bread. I forgot to mention something. I've made this, I think 3 times now. I made a white one, I made a whole wheat one, 4 times. And then I did one, I put sunflower seeds in it because I used to, we used to go to this restaurant, I think it was called
Tin Goose?
Yeah, the Tin Goose, and they had sunflower bread and I loved it. So I made a version of this, mixed it with some sunflower seeds, and it was delicious. But you can leave it like this. You can put sesame seeds on top. You can do chopped olives. You can do whatever you want with this bread. You can put all kinds of cheese, I guess. It's a beautiful day today in April. It's not
One
snowing.
Question, though.
What?
When do you put the cheese and the olives and the sunflower seeds? And when do you put that in? Do you put it in right from the very beginning?
Yeah. Right. Well, the first time I did it right from the very beginning, I think, and the second time I did it when I dumped it out and made it into a ball. I sprinkled some stuff. It's so forgiving. I don't think it really matters when you do it. But like I said, it's not snowing in April today. It's beautiful outside, so I think we're just going to take this bread outside on the patio with some wine, a little bit of olive oil and balsamic vinegar to dip it in. What do you think, Jim?
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me too. So thanks for watching. In the meantime, I miss you guys. I miss my friends. I miss my family. I miss my coworkers. Well, some of you. I miss my manicurist. I miss my pedicurist. Is that a word, pedicurist?
Sure.
Sorry, Jennifer Lynn Demers, if it's not a word, but I miss you. I miss my hairstylist. I miss my trainer. I miss everybody, but in due time, everybody stay safe, stay home, wash your hands. Hopefully we'll be all together soon. Take care. Hugs. Bye.